$537 per second. Imagine if Black Lives Matter that much. Such is life. Or say la vie, living life like being on parole ain't how we be. How blacks end up in the penitentiary for a century. But the real gangsters in suits, they paid in full. Look how Mitch McConnell all our asses. Cashless is where the market is headed. The double cross is the loss of lives to another man-made virus. Ambulance sirens. Whose side? I just call it genocide. Light up the blunt and I let it ride.
I got love, I got love, I got patience, I got patience. I've been waiting this for a long time. I got love, I got love, I got patience, I got patience. I've been waiting this for a long time. I'm hopeful, that's a mouthful. I stop talking shit and eating with my mouth full. I kept going when they thought I wasn't no good. It was them big old gates and them bars. It was all them broken up hearts. Made me know that they really don't care about us. No. Butter knives and razor blades. They cut the cards, I'm an ace of spades. So now they trying to play me, but I'm the one black card that can help them feed their babies. That's 21, so let's drink to that. 2 thumbs up, 3 fingers of cognac. Rat tat, the beat go rat tat. This one gon' dump some down. School go backpacking. I'm an enigma. I hear him talking, saying she thinks she a nigga. How y'all figure I am woman? I'm the womb, life comes through me. Plus I'm spitting in dirt, put some in your eyes, see? Ooh wee, I'm talking dirty. I ain't washed my fucking mouth since I hit 30. Don't hate me, no please don't hate me. Fuck I look like crying cause you hate me being me, bitch. I got all this love, I got patience. I've been waiting this for a long time. I got love, I got love, I got patience, I got patience. I've been waiting this for a long time. I got love, I got love, I got patience, I got patience. I've been waiting on this for a long time. I got love, I got patience, I got patience. I've been waiting.
Oh, it's not on the screen here neither. All right, y'all, we back. Bottom Up Podcast, and y'all know I'm your host, Serica. Listen, this is where we talk all things Black history, Black culture, Black people. You know the good stuff, right? Y'all know, listen, we always get this started with something to think about, and we got a special guest host tonight. So y'all come back. We're going to play this. I want to give y'all something to think about, and we're going to come and keep this thing going because we ready to turn this up a little bit, okay? All right, Step, you ready for me? All right, roll that clip.
I talked about flag theory the other day, and y'all seemed generally interested, so let's go a little deeper. Now, part 1 shows you how the rich hop countries like chessboards, and part 2, well, here's the hidden wiring. Dual residencies, double escape hatches. Most people panic when their home country raises taxes. The wealthy, they've already got 2 Essex stamped in their passports. Portugal Golden Visa equals EU access, and the St. Kitts passport equals 150 plus countries visa-free. When one door closes, they walk through the other. Now, treaty shopping equals tax arbitrage. You earn in one country, you route through another country, and report in a third. It's not illegal, it's infrastructure. U.S.-Malta treaties, retirement loophole. Ireland's double sandwich with U.S. tech giants. Governments create the treaties, the elite just read the fine print. Now, let's talk invisible structures, the equal bulletproof walls. The average person owns assets. The wealthy, they rent from their own trust. Irrevocable trust that nobody can touch. Holding companies that outlive lawsuits. Offshore LLCs that separate liability from lifestyle. If someone sues you, you've already disappeared on paper. But here's the advanced playbook. Controlled foreign corporations, CFCs, managed by proxies, tax residencies surfing every 6 months, legacy dynasties, and this isn't hiding money, this is engineering freedom. And finally, here's a secret nobody tells you. The wealthy don't run from taxes. They reprogram the system itself, because freedom is not a vacation spot. It's a legal status. It's a structure. It's a system that you control. So book your 30 for 30 today, and I'll show you how to map your own invisible system. Trust holding companies and LLCs that form your family's flag theory.
All right. Well, yeah. Listen, I follow this man. I don't know if you know about him, but the contract doctor. Listen, I follow him. I've had multiple meetings with him to talk about family wills and trust and structure, but he dropped so much knowledge on financial literacy and understanding how to structure yourself, your family, your businesses, and everything. So I always like to drop pieces of him throughout so people can know, like, hey, look,
That's what we need.
This what you need. This ain't what this the thing. Teach us this part, and he giving it to you. And then he has a 30 for 30. You can book him for $30 for 30 minutes, and he'll give you a consultation. You can ask questions, and he'll tell you. But I mean, listen, he don't pay me to do none of this to talk about him. I'm just saying I know I've gained knowledge from, and I think
somebody else can use it too.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Sharing information, dropping gems.
Listen,
everybody got to get a piece of it.
Everybody, listen, because I don't want to learn. I don't want to learn everything. I don't want to know everything. I don't want to learn everything. I think that's too much pressure.
So what's your goal?
My goal, as in,
like, what is it? Okay, if you don't want to learn everything, like, what is it that? What's your goal that you want to do? Like, what's your purpose? Like, what?
So my purpose is to be a bridge for future generations.
Okay.
That's my purpose.
Okay. I guess that's why we connect, because I did that. That's my thing. Like, just being a resource to people who want better and create generational wealth.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it's something that I think with me, I've always wanted to do better in places that I love. Like I want to be better in Black communities. I don't want to feel like I got to leave my community to go do better. I always want to do better in my community. I never understood that whole, you got to leave. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of the support and a lot of the stuff that I've gotten accomplished outside of Pompano, but I've always come back.
And share it.
And I've always shared it. But Pompano, I wasn't born in Pompano. I was born in Arcadia, Florida.
I think I
came here when I was 2 months old, so I'm blood in.
Oh, you 2 months. You talking about Arcadia and all that? You Pompano.
But first Arcadia, I love myself some Arcadia. I'm a small town girl, really. Okay. Like, I love small towns. I'm a country girl. I ain't big on city life like that. But Pompano is home. Pompano is,
Well, I was gone for 16 years, but I'm back in Pompano now.
You was gone for 16 years?
Well, I was in Deerfield, and they had it confused. They thought I was from Deerfield.
They thought you were from Deerfield.
They thought I was from Deerfield. They come to me, they tell me all the stuff about Deerfield, and I have to tell them, like, I don't really know history of Deerfield because I'm not from Deerfield.
Right.
But if you ask me about Pompano, I can tell you about Pompano because that's where I'm originally from.
Yeah.
And then you got them that say, "Oh no, you from Pompano and Deerfield," or they say I'm flip flop. One of my homeboys said, "Oh, you a mutt."
You mixed.
I'm mixed.
You a mixed breed. Yeah.
I'm a mixed breed.
Yeah.
Because I did go to Deerfield High and I went to Ely. So I did, but I was determined for my high school diploma. Say Blanche High School. Yeah. And that's what it say.
Yeah.
Nah.
Step went to two schools too. We went to Blanche, Ely, and he went to another school.
Another school.
Yeah, another school.
Another school.
So
yeah, that's what
Listen, He still eyes. We still claim him because once you come into the E, you always got the E in you. You can't take it out. You can't wash it out. You can't wash out the E. It's not possible.
The E is the E.
Yes. So listen, we back, y'all. Look, we got a lot to talk about. And I told myself I was going to take off this week, and I wasn't going to do a podcast because I would normally already have sent you the flyer. I would normally send it Monday. I would normally post who I'm going to do, what it's going to be by Monday. I was not going to do it. I was like, I'm going to take this week off. I had a lot. Last week was emotional. I caught myself trying to like hurry up and unpack stuff, and went through some of Mama's stuff, and I needed some time.
Okay.
I needed some time to calm down.
Well, I'm see you saw fit to make it possible, and we here.
Yeah. So I was like, but listen, after I went to that commission meeting.
Oh boy.
I went to the commission meeting. The commission came back. They was on vacation for the entire month of August. They went out the end of July, and then the entire month of August, and then they came back on Tuesday, September 9th, right? The meeting started at 1 o'clock. Ask me what time the meeting ended.
What time?
Throw some numbers out there, y'all. Tell me what time the meeting started at 1 o'clock.
The meeting started
What time do y'all think the commission meeting ended? If it started at 1 o'clock in the daytime, 1 p.m., what time do you think 6 adults,
grown people,
handled the business of the city after coming back from vacation? How much time you gonna give them?
Not longer than the old school church service.
How long the old school?
3.5.
3.5?
Yeah. Not longer than I know it's.
You know it's not longer than that. You want to bet? Like put some money on it? I tell you, that meeting started at 1 o'clock. I walked out of them chambers, and that gavel hit to adjourn that meeting at 7:44.
I know you lying.
I got the receipts. Look, one thing I ain't gonna do is lie on these people. I'm not gonna lie on them. They took from 1 o'clock to 7:34 p.m.
Talking about what?
They was talking about the business of the city. They was talking about the business of the city. We finna get into what they was talking about, Steph.
Okay.
We finna get into what they was talking about, right?
So I could have made it to the meeting.
You absolutely
I could have got off of work and made it to the meeting.
You absolutely.
Like the 6 o'clock meeting.
Listen, when I tell you they turned it up, when I tell you, Steph, love and hip hop ain't got nothing on pump or no politics. Nothing.
Mom called me. She said, "Yeah, I had one on. I left.
Once
I had to leave."
Listen, because it was long. 1 o'clock to 7:44. Okay, so check this out. I'm gonna start here, right? We're gonna start at the meeting from the beginning of the meeting, right? It's a video I want you to play. Let me walk you through the night of some highlights for me.
Okay.
Some highlights. And I think the community need to know about these things too. So at the meeting start at 1 o'clock. They have some things they have to go through, the Pledge of Allegiance. Somebody got to pray, and they got to do all the little, normal things. And then they start to get the meeting going, you would think. So it's a video called Stand, Step. And
oh Lord, I was nervous.
Listen, let me tell you why I was sitting the whole meeting. I was sitting in the front, the first row. I was sitting in the second row. Okay, that second row I was sitting in front of, I could literally see the commission. Matter of fact, Steph, I got some pictures too. You could show. It was a packed room. It was more people than normal. I guess that's probably what they I guess that's to be expected because, you know, they've been gone for that long, right? So, Step, I need you to play this video that says stand. And we're going to start from there. Step, roll the clip.
25.
So moved.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
I'm over there on that side, the second row.
Carries unanimous. Thank you. Can I get a
Okay.
motion approving the regular City Commission meeting minutes of July the 8th, 2000?
Sorry, could I please have, sorry, I just want to make a point of personal privilege affecting the commission. Well, like, if you want to do it after minutes, that's fine, but just, I thought we had just all at once.
Go ahead, Commissioner.
Yes, thank you. So I just wanted to bring up that at our last meeting, I was approached and served here at the dais. And that should not happen during our proceedings here. Our code and our code of decorum, our city code and our code of decorum requires orderly meetings, and the chair has to maintain decorum and can direct removal after a warning. Now, in our situation, it was very much a server who was a professional, but no matter the case, we had somebody who approached the dais during a meeting. When the chair does direct removal after a warning, BSO can then serve as sergeant at arms and would be charged with securing the chambers. I want to make sure it's very clear that I now understand that BSO could not have done anything within their power until they were directed to do so based on the way we operate our meetings. So, and so based on everything, the materials for the commission, as a part of our rules, have to be routed through the clerk or staff assigned deputy. And members of the public are not supposed to approach the dais.
You could cut us
during
off. They
these
say
meetings.
it's echoing.
So in light of safety, decorum, and the somewhat unwelcomed appearance of political games, circus, or favoritism by that incident, I want to just put an end to this right now for all of us to make sure that we maintain, to the best of our ability, the decorum that this position and this city deserves in this room and as this body. So accordingly, I'd just like to move for an immediate protocol. Maybe if BSO would like to, work with our city attorney and find the immediate protocol that basically would allow no approach to the dais during our meetings, and all handouts, of course, they are already there to be delivered to the clerk. And then, obviously, for BSO to be able to actively approach and prevent anybody unless they're directed to by the chair. So, if BSO would be so willing, I'd like to move that BSO provide us a brief written safety memo and a recommendation on how we can do better and make sure we are applying safety issues that will affect us now and in the future. So,
yeah. So, listen, that was how the meeting started, right? The meeting popped off. Oh, Lord. The meeting popped off with asking BSO to draft a memo to advise the commission on how to handle people who come up to the dais. Mm-hmm. Like, and it's something that people do. Like, people do go up to the dais to hand out flyers or let them know they do that. She's talking about the fact that at a meeting before they went to the break, she got served. Like the server while she was on the dais, they served her. That's what she talking about. Now, you know,
Wait.
you know,
She wasn't home.
she was at work.
They knew she was at work.
Right.
They
right.
knew exactly where she was at.
So they served her where they knew
sold
she
her
was.
where she was at.
Right.
Oh, and she didn't want us to.
More protection. She wants more protection put in place for the commission so that you can't approach. You have to hand it to the clerk and then it'll be dispersed, but to put protection in because she feels that was out of line. It shouldn't have been done. And you know, let me say, go ahead, Shakay, 'cause
What's the next clip?
Look,
This ain't no money in that one. What's the next one?
This is her.
'Cause
Okay.
what is this like? And this is what the community don't know that happens at the commission meetings. Cause like, what we're talking about?
We're talking about her, something that happened personal with her, and this is taking city time, taking taxpayer time to address something that happened to you personally, about something you did personal. And however people decide to handle that, if you know, Rod Phillips said that at the meeting too. He said, you know, he didn't see a reason to enforce that, because if he had a warrant, BSO gonna come in and grab him wherever he at and get that warrant. So what makes you, because you are a commissioner, and this is the problem. Again, you want all the privilege and you want all the protection, but again, you have to also realize you're not bigger than the program. You're not bigger than the program.
You cut the mayor off to say that.
You
cut that.
that you ain't seen nothing yet.
She cut the mayor off to put us back in her business.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Well, Mary Phillips said something. You know Mary Phillips? She said something, right? It's a axe video step of what Mary said. Mary and Ed both spoke on the issue. I think it's the longer one, not Ed, but his wife. We ain't got to do him. But she spoke on it. She said something. And we're going to play that clip. Roll the clip.
Yes,
Gary
please.
Phillips, 384 Northwest 19th Street. You know what? You're asking the public to act a certain way, but then you disrespect each other on the dais. My thing is, if you're going to do this to the people in this that's coming for freedom of speech, then you all need to be held accountable, and you all should be able to pay some kind of penalty or fine when you talk out of turn and you disrespect each other over here. It's really appalling when you see the behavior of some of you guys up here on the dais, okay? So you need to look at your behavior. You're looking at everybody else, but you need to take the time to see what's going on in this commission meeting when you're at home after it's been recorded.
Yeah, take a look at what take a look at what we see.
Yeah, see, I'm telling you, it's like pure theatrical. And it ain't even good theatrics. It's like
Almost
below Tubi. It's below Tubi. It's not good at all.
This is what they voted for.
This is what we voted for.
This is what
we voted for. And these are the people tasked with making financial decisions about the future in the community. This is what they talking about. So I mean, hey, look, I'm just getting started about that, right? Because it was so much going on. Listen, it was meeting ended at 7:44. They had fireworks going on. Step. I promise you, the fireworks.
That's crazy.
It's a testimony video, because right after that, like all this, people coming up, and because you got audience to be heard. People can come and say how they feel when the commission do make a motion. They have to open it up to the audience and the community to come and say what they want to say. Now, after the audience closed, that testimony video is following up after, because then something else happened. This ain't
the football game. This is not the football game. This is not out there at the park on Sundays, or this ain't one of the. They be mad at the sidewalk parties, and they get a little.
Girl, they have a problem with things that are not, like if we have something that's not a permit or you don't have it, but when you talking about being out of order, and attitude reflects leadership. So look at the leadership the community got right now. Let's look at what's happening, and these the people that's up there.
They're handling all the business, all the decisions got to be made, and the bottom line, This is who we voted for.
Yeah. Listen,
This who we voted for.
I'm just gonna keep the fight because this is see, Serica ain't even sitting up on that diet, so I don't even know why should nobody be concerned about what I'm doing. I want y'all to pay attention to what they doing. Pay attention to what they doing, because they the ones, they the star of the show. They the star of the show. Step, we got a testimony video. You ready for that? Step, roll the clip.
To everybody who's got, I will hear all sides and hear all points, but this is about safety, and safety comes first and decorum comes first. So thank you, that's all I have on this. Thanks.
Very good. Further commission discussion? Commissioner Segerson-Eaton?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Yeah, I would totally support identifiable penalties for misconduct from the audience and from my colleagues. And just for the record, so everyone knows, I have filed formal charges against Commissioner Perkins for physically assaulting me in this chambers. Those actions are now being referred to the state's attorney and the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. For the records, I wholeheartedly support
Commissioner
this.
Segerson-Eaton, this is not the, I mean, this is not the forum to be advertising things of that nature. I have to.
Well, I do support being able to have consequences for bad actions, whether it be from threats from the podium, personal threats by members of the audience. So there needs to be punishment, and that's the problem, whether you have to do a criminal complaint.
Girl, I am on the floor.
Because when you did that, I was like, this me sitting in the second row. When she did that, this me.
This is this almost about to take the program.
I say, well, what? And now let me say this.
Okay.
I know exactly what she's talking about because I was there. So, Step, they film these meetings to go live, right? Well, the meetings, when they go live, like sometimes what happened at the meeting, I know what she's talking about. The date she's talking about is when May 14th, when it was a big to-do about the downtown. They were going to vote. That was the day that we had them shirts.
The shirts.
And the shirts got brought up, right?
The shirt day.
I know what
when
she's
some
talking.
of us couldn't even make it in the inside. We had to sit on the
You
outside.
had to sit on the outside because it was just all the people was there supporting, ready for this downtown. So what happened, Step, they show you it filmed on live on TV. It was on Channel 78. You can get it on YouTube. Well, God darn it, things got a little rowdy. And when things got rowdy, they cut the cameras off. They cut the cameras off because the mayor called for a recess, and then once the recess, they don't keep going. But guess what happened that day?
Oh, when they said they wanted to do everything over, and when after everything, and then she was like, "Oh, but we didn't do it in order on the docket, so we."
Yeah, that was what the vice mayor was saying,
Right.
that things weren't in order. But at the end of the meeting, after all of these things happened, there was the mayor saying, we're going to recess because Commissioner Perkins attacked verbally Suzette Sybil, and the mayor called for a recess because it was getting hot tension, right? Well, when they cut them cameras off, guess who cameras was still rolling? So while the cameras were off to what was going on for the official business of the city, what was happening behind the scenes, we got footage.
Oh.
So, I mean, I know exactly what she's talking about.
Gonna roll the clip.
No, we're not gonna roll the clip.
Oh.
We're not gonna roll the clip, but we do want to let.
When we go to recess, I can see the clip.
I'll show you. I'll
wanna see
show
the
you.
clip.
But let me say this: that first, that was the most. That was the most violent display of leadership I have ever seen. And I'm talking about not from one or two people. I'm talking community people getting involved with it and everything. And it's sad because when you have leaders that are supposed to be bringing people together, you got them bringing people divided.
It's divided.
So yeah, this lady, like still up on that diet, she's just straight out told everybody, look, I done filed some charges.
I done pressed charges.
Formal. And it's going to the state attorney.
I'm pressing charges.
She done pressed. I'm not pressing.
I'm
pressed.
Yeah, she pressed.
They formal now.
So wait, the president got charges in.
Look, this is the thing.
She got violent charges too.
Listen,
you know,
assault.
Yeah, like
it was assault.
Certain things with a violent charge.
Really?
That's what the jobs be saying.
That's what they say.
The jobs be like,
that's what
it's
they
a violent
say.
charge. We can't hire you if it was a violent. If you would have like.
Maybe they'll give commissioners a pass though. If you was a commissioner.
Who?
I don't know. I mean, they don't want us to come and hand them papers at the dais. If you're a commissioner,
why she went impressed.
I don't know, baby. I don't know.
Them know she was pressed. She told them after she pressed.
Serica is not sitting up there.
That's my type of girl.
That Serica is not sitting up there. I'm not sitting up there. I don't make any of the decisions that this city has made. I have to live with those decisions and indecisions that they make it. Whether I agree or disagree with them, they are the commissioners. Now, I do think it's a lot of hypocrisy going on up there because all decent and in order and safety and all of these things, like somebody serving you a paper.
You
how is that?
Paper and then charges being. It's a whole bunch of crap.
That meeting hadn't even started. They hadn't even got to They hadn't even got to the agenda items yet. This was just the beginning of the meeting.
Well, they cut the bell off on the agenda items and started chaos.
They hadn't even made things official yet that the meeting is under. I was like, oh my gosh. I want to make sure people understand what the commission is supposed to be doing up there. The commission is supposed to be creating policy.
I need a little table.
You need a table? I can get you a table.
Oh, look.
Okay, we're gonna get you a table. They're supposed to be creating policy of how the city is going to operate, implementing different codes of how we move forward, and how the city deems for the staff to spend money, where to spend money, what to do. That's what they're supposed to be doing.
They pressing charges and
being pressed, people getting
a lot of criminal activity.
Like, wait a minute now, like, come on. Well, look, I told you that I told you that it was a meeting. Like, look, this the meeting, and it was a 1 o'clock meeting. So for it to be a 1 o'clock meeting, it was packed stuff. I got some pictures of the meeting. And it was a lot of people out there. It was a lot of people, from all districts. They, commission coming back. So there were people.
Let's see what they got going
They
on.
was there, and I was sitting front row, in center, front row. I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here. Now, I want to know. That was the advisory. So after I ended up leaving that meeting, ending at 7:44, I went over to the Northwest advisory meeting at Mitchell Moore, and they was talking about the budget that's coming up for the CRA. Now this the commission meeting. You see where I'm sitting? See that picture? See where I'm sitting? That's how close I was, right there. Right? I want to be right in. That's where I was at. So they was there. But I ended up going to the Northwest advisory meeting after that. They were talking about the budget that's coming up, which is next week. They're going to be talking about the budget. The 6 o'clock. The 6 o'clock meeting.
Make sure y'all at the meeting.
No. Hold on. Let me pull that up. The 16th I'm going to pull it up for y'all. Yeah. Next week's, the 16th is the CRA budget meeting. That's why they were at that CRA going over the budget. Now, I want to bring this up right quick because it's important that the community understand why they need to go to that meeting for the CRA budget. The CRA budget is what is going to create the economic opportunities in the CRA district, which is District 4, District 5, where we live, those 3,000. It's important that people know that. Like, so businesses and wanting to get stuff done, create opportunities, that's the budget.
I need everybody at the commissioner meeting Tuesday at 6. Everybody, we need y'all to show up.
6 o'clock.
Show up.
They
talking about money.
They talking about money. They talking about
money.
A lot of money too.
A lot of money.
That's for our district. You know.
I'll be at the meeting. You be at the meeting.
We gonna be
at
the
meeting. We all gonna be at the meeting. Because remember, if Johnny had 5 apples, you'll be at that meeting.
Now I want you to.
Now this is the part I want to talk about. I want to talk about the money.
Just this is where I gotta get you right here, because if Johnny had 5 apples, which we do, let's say we got 5 apples. We got 5 apples,
okay.
Right? Step, it's a Northwest video that I want you to play. So we have this thing called tax increment funding. It's financing, rather. It comes from our community and it goes back into our community. Well, there are commissioners on the district, on that dais, that are asking for money that is for us, that's supposed to stay in our community.
I've seen that clip.
They want a part of it. So we got 5 apples. So I want y'all to, I don't want to tell y'all what people saying. We got 5 apples. And we kind of, if we could turn the video up, I got a reply about it. Roll the clip.
Okay. I mentioned at the last meeting also about revisiting, in light of our budget and budget season, revisiting our TIF split with CRA. And haven't heard anything back yet on that. So since we do have a full budget meeting on the 14th, I think the pushback when I heard from staff was that there may be some debt obligations that would be tied to that. And I did have a good conversation, and a very long one, with some financial folks and Ms. Sybil. But I'd like to see if we can go ahead and revisit that so that we potentially may be able to free up some dollars, if needed, to add to our general fund rather than terminate more employees. Or, use it for paving roads. We understand, for just have money in our arsenal. Both CRAs have been operational for well over 30 years at this point, and it's standard practice, as I mentioned before, for as growth happens to share some of the incremental tax revenue with the city that is also providing all of the services to that brand new, beautiful stuff that we all enjoy. So I had mentioned several options, 60-40, 70-30, 50-50. I think maybe it's just the better idea to start with the lowest at this point and just go 70-30 and see what the numbers are there. That would free up about $2.5 million and change for us if we were able to apply that. But I'd like us to be able to revisit that and discuss that know what our limitations may or may not be by the time we have our budget meeting, if at all possible.
If Johnny had 5 apples, we got 5. And she asking for,
it's just in case y'all didn't hear her. Actually,
she said 70-30, 60-40, 50-50.
I had this
like a half. Like she trying to get half.
This the 2, because we got 5.
We got 5.
And it's the tax money. Okay. So it's the tax money from District 4.
From the CRA district.
From the CRA district.
That's 4 and 5.
4 and 5
included.
So that's us over there. So there's 5 apples, right? 5 apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those 5 apples are all for District 4 and District 5. District 4 and District 5 is other side of the tracks. So what she's asking is the taxes from the 5 apples. She wants to split it
So they could put it in.
so they can put it
Yeah.
over here where they just came from
Yeah. To fix their roads.
to fix their roads.
That's been the big thing. That's been
And
the
she
big
didn't
thing.
ask for like 10%.
5%. She asked. She jumped up there. She jumped up there. But that's important for y'all, you know, everybody to understand, because it's like when we talk about what kind of opportunities we have, what kind of how our community look like, right? The CRA is responsible for building economic opportunity and economic development. Now, the thing is, it's a lot done happen, and it's a lot happening. And I ain't trying to tell people to go back and read everything. You should.
You should.
You
as much as
absolutely
we scroll on Facebook,
You absolutely should.
I'm gonna make sure I throw out some of that information. I'm gonna post some of that information for y'all to just go read. Since we spend our time on social media reading posts, I'm going to put some of the information out so y'all can go and read it yourselves.
Yeah,
Just get the information
they can read it
yourself. That's
themselves. Like I never want people to take it from me. Go look, cause I read. I pull contracts. I do public records, cause
I
you know
see
this is
that.
public records. All the stuff that's happening in this city for the city, it's public records. You can get emails. They ask for all kind of documents. They ask them, like, especially Commissioner Fezzik, she's always sending public records requests and asking for stuff from 2, 3, 4 years ago. What you gonna do with something from 2, 3, 4 years ago?
Why you want to know?
Even if you want to know, but what you gonna do with it? Because then now, what's happening right now, you missing that, wasting time on that. And I want our community to understand that all of this confusion and fuss and everything happening around this city with the downtown project, when it's time to spend money in our community, all of a sudden everybody up in a uproar. Everybody talking about it's too much money. It's been too much money.
It's been too much money.
It's gonna be expensive. It's been expensive.
Yeah.
It ain't just got expensive, you know. And it's the constant pushing of fear on us, as if we have to accept poverty as this all we supposed to have, or this all. I hate that they do it, but people continue to accept it because they like to hear them talk about how they feel. You know, black people, you know, all of the racism that like when they do that, they're pandering to you. When they talk about your pain, they don't feel it.
Just talking.
They just use it. They just talking about it. It's the talking point. Because none of the policies that they are creating are to make things equitable for you.
None of them.
None of them. So, hey, that is what it is on there. But listen, let me move on to what we doing.
Okay, the good stuff.
What we doing, because the community. Shakay, well, I don't know what we gonna do with this community, because I think it's generational. You got the elders and the generation before us, them boomers. They done created a mess for us, and they trying to give it to us. Like they trying to leave it to us, and I want to make sure people know that ain't our business. We ain't got no problems, Shakay. Them ain't our problems.
Them ain't our problems. We're trying to build our problems. We trying to get to the money. We don't.
All this stuff you talking about, we trying to get to the money.
That ain't got nothing to do with apples and oranges.
Nothing to do with apples and oranges.
Nothing.
I'm making sure. How do you think the community taking what's going on with this project? What do they know? What do you think people are hearing? Because the people I talk to, of course, they are hearing me, but the people you talk to, as far as what you know, what you hearing about?
Actually, they don't know.
They don't know.
They're getting it from me now.
Right.
And it's me learning more about what's going on. So it's like now when I talk to people, it's like, listen, we got to do this. We got to get in the community. What you do, I need you to create a business plan. I need you to create a business plan because I'm about to be in a position to do something, and I need all of us to do that. We can, the community, 50 years ago, what your granddad did, see, he had this same opportunity, and he went and built that house for his family. That's
Right.
what your granddad did. Your granddad found the opportunity. He went and built this house. He went and built this church. Whatever it was, your granddad went out there and built. And he did it for his family. Whatever happened, happened. So now, follow your granddad's footsteps. We have now the opportunity to do the same thing. Get out there, get the information, because your granddaddy probably had to go through the same thing and figure out what was going on,
If not
what
worse.
he needed to do, who he needed to talk to, what needed to happen so he can build that foundation for his family. Guess what? We here again. The information is here again. Let's do it. Get that information. Come get this money.
Yeah, it's out there.
Come get this money.
It's out there, and it's here. The project, the downtown project,
It's
is
here.
estimated at $2 billion. Two with a B. Two with a B. Not million, billion.
Billion.
Step. When I heard that, I heard my name.
Big B.
When they said billion, it was
Why
like
they
they
say
said
big B?
Serica. Like Serica, like that's all I heard. 2 billion, like. And I will tell you, my whole thing has always been, I want a seat at the table. I want a seat at the table.
And you want to know what mine was? I was like, people was like, what you bring to the table? What you bring to the table? Trying to build a table.
Yeah. Oh, that's
and
what
it's
we
a
all
table
gotta
more than 4 legs. You know how those, you know that table, them big tables, what the disciples sat at?
Yeah.
I want to build one of those.
Yeah.
And we put these different legs here, and everybody come together, and we make it all work. And now is the time.
Yeah, we have to, because listen, when I tell you there are people making decisions for your children's future.
Ain't gonna even be here. Ain't gonna even be here.
They making decisions about our children's future, and they are not even consulting us. Matter of fact, there was a list that the commissioner, matter of fact, go ahead, I want you to play that video. I'm not gonna say what nobody said. I have receipts. And I love them. I give receipts to y'all, but I'm not giving receipt to that person at the door in Walmart. I don't give a damn.
Or Ross.
I'm not giving y'all. Go check the cameras.
Yeah,
or stop me so I can have some distress with you embarrassing me. But I don't. I got receipts on the Bottom Up podcast. Listen, there's a video called Beverly, and I want you to play that because the commissioner came on and she talked about what she wanted for the community.
I've seen this one too.
Okay, so we're gonna play it. You seen it. I want to make sure the people see it.
Y'all hope y'all looking.
Because
but my roll the clip
step. Yes, look at it. There you go. There you go.
Roll the clips.
Roll the clip. In this project, a $1.5 billion project. That's a lot of money. 1.5 billion. You already stated you want our piece of the pie. You want us to be included. What does that look like?
Well, I don't want to go into the details because what I did was formed a little committee to put together what we want in the project. And we've done that. But the most important part is this project is going to bring about 1,000 people in that project. You're going to have townhouses, apartments, and condos. So with that, I want to make sure we get some affordable housing in there and some workforce housing in there, so at least we can be living in that area. The other, I have about 10 to 15 different other things that we want to see in the project that I won't share right now, but you will be hearing about it in the next, I would say, 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So,
Well,
yeah,
so you don't want to give me no exclusive?
Well,
you don't want to?
It's a benefit for everybody, but we want to include in that project some of our pioneers and some of our former football players and some of the businesses that used to exist on Martin Luther King Boulevard, something that our kids can use to say they can go to school there or HBCU or some kind of vocational for the kids or for adults. We want all of that included in this project. So I have a very good relationship with the developer, Phil, and he has been.
So listen, I played that because first, that was done over a year and a half ago. right? When she came on the podcast, Step, you remember she came on the podcast, you was there. We ain't even gonna say what she said, but you was there. You know what she said after the cameras cut off, okay? But we not gonna do that. We not gonna do that. Anyways, I said 1.5 billion, so a year and a half later, it jumped up 500 million. It went from 1.5 billion, what it was valued at, to 200 billion. I'm sorry, 1.5 billion to 2 billion.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. Okay? And then you heard when she said about she put together a committee. She put together a committee. Now, who on that committee?
The committee didn't vote for the committee?
No.
So it's
people
the people she picked
to be on this committee to say what the community wants. She picked the people to be on the committee, and the committee talked about what the community wants. Now, I'm gonna say this: only one person publicly has said to me that they were on that committee, and that's brother Brian Anthony Campbell. He was on that committee. One, I've heard names of people who was on the committee, but never nothing public was made by this is the committee. No public input on this
for the community.
None whatsoever. So this is a group of selected people deciding to come on together and say this is what we want for the community. Now, I don't know what data they use, but I guarantee you this. There was nobody on that committee that was 40 and younger. Nobody on that committee 40 and younger.
And this is what we got to deal with.
And the problem with this is, again, we're talking about the decisions and indecisions we're going to inherit for our children. I mean, I'm really tired of like playing these games with people who you supposed to be you supposed to be the one that know better. I'm really tired of it, and I think I'm at the point now where it's like, okay, look, I'm already got people, commissioners up here saying my name and posting me on social media and doing all kind of stuff. Like, y'all really don't have a problem with me. Y'all don't have a problem with me. Y'all just don't have a solution to the problems I have. Y'all problem ain't with me. You just don't have a solution to the problems I have. You mad because I solved my problems myself without you. And you're supposed to be the one that people go to when they need help. You're supposed to be able to direct people to that. And if you can't, then what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm not at all in a position to say, hey, I know more than her. But on this topic, about this, I do, you know, and I want to make sure the community here. And then they're pointed in the right direction. I'm gonna share some of these things with you so you can share with everybody, because this isn't just Serica saying this stuff. This is public records. You can read it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna let them.
$2 billion.
$2 billion.
B.
When I heard $2 billion, I had said, I called you and I was like, hey, Serica. I don't got nothing going on. I need something going on. I heard about the money. I need you to put me in.
Yeah, and that's all is needed, because it's stuff for people to do. It's work for people to do, and this is reality. And like you said, I went back and looked at the podcast from last week, and you said, things aren't getting cheaper.
No,
things aren't getting cheaper. Prices not going back down. No, things are going up. Things are moving forward. If we are not putting ourselves in position to make things better for ourselves so that we can make it better for our kids and our community, then we're doing them a disservice. We ain't got no room to be talking about what the kids are these days doing if we ain't putting ourselves in position to make things better for them.
Right.
You know? Listen, okay, so the community showed their ass too at that meeting. Not just the commission, the community. Because the Westview Cemetery came up. What do you know about the Westview Cemetery? You looking at me like... What you know about the Westview Cemetery? Westview Cemetery.
Over there in Clover's home.
On Copens.
Okay.
On Copens, you know, well, the lawsuit came up at the meeting.
You talking about?
You sound. Well, I'm talking about what, Dr. Shakay?
Cause, okay, what's going on with the grave? What's the one they sold?
Yeah.
And they said they stole.
Yeah. So they came to the commission meeting. Remember the flyer I gave you where it say
stop the
extra stop. Okay.
Stop the stealing.
They came to the meeting. Step is a video say Westview Cemetery. Listen, it got heated. The community.
After cause they seen they sold it. Cause I know they got word who sold it, how much they sold it for, and who initiated the sale.
Right.
They all got that information. So I know for sure. They was going out. They was mad at the people who roll the clip.
Roll the clip.
Cause I want to see.
Yeah, they would listen. They showed They showed they natural at the commission meeting.
Okay.
Hey, look, and this is gonna be two people. It's gonna give you 2 point of views: the people who filed the lawsuit and the people who the lawsuit was filed against. Roll the clip.
Elected to protect this community, and in doing so, always ensure transparency. For more than 4 years, residents in the Northwest community have raised concerns about the sale of a portion of Westview Community Cemetery land by board members Ron Thurston, Walter Hunter, Evander Derrico, and Vicente Thrower and Gary McLemore, who attend these meetings regularly, and I believe they're here today, to developer Jake Zebedee, also known as KZ Copens, and now 1900 Copens LLC. That land was originally donated to this community during a time when Black residents were not allowed to be buried in white cemeteries. It was meant to serve families for a place of dignity, not to be exploited for profit. However, the Westview Board manipulated bylaws, as proven in a jury trial last August, to push through a sale. They received over $1 million from the developer. This is related, and not 1 cent went back into restoring or maintaining the cemetery. Instead, the money went in their pockets, and now 3 years later, we're here today. They've done the same thing, but this time they've collected another $300,000 from the city and the CRA, despite Westview Cemetery board members being in the midst of another lawsuit for not adhering to bylaws. What's worse is that these individuals sold both the properties. I am getting there. They sold both properties, never paid or invested a penny of their own money for cemetery land or the office building that they sold.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. I'm going to interrupt you right now. I'm going to ask you to get on topic. Otherwise, I'm going to have to cut you off.
$1.3 million. I'm talking about the property that you are talking about.
I just cut your microphone off. Ma'am, I'm going to ask you to leave the podium. This is your first warning. Ma'am, I'm going to ask you to leave the podium. This is your second warning. Deputy, I'm going to ask you to remove this woman. Please. I'm sorry.
She can come back on audience to be heard and speak.
Of course she can.
Yes.
Everybody
But all the yelling, Mayor, that's not necessary.
I was trying to get
The way you were yelling and the way you talk to people, no, you didn't have to do it like that.
Thank you, Commissioner. Appreciate your input. Yes, sir.
Okay. It is very much. It is.
I'm sorry. We're on a motion.
We're on a motion.
It's on the motion.
On a motion. Name and address for the record.
Vicente Thoreau, Pompano Beach. And Mayor, it is very much necessary. Is my mic on, Mayor?
Supposed to be.
It is very much necessary because I'm going to be frank and blunt to a whole bunch of people up here. To always come to this board and antagonize and make lies, especially when, Mayor, if I was to drop the evidence on how much these individuals have cost us over $500,000 in litigation, how can you all even be entertaining some of these people? I'm talking about these individuals that keeps attacking you all about the land purchase you're making. Mayor, it's germane. I'm there, Mayor. But if you're gonna stand up and stand with them, you better make sure you got the right information because I will sue you too. Understand? Because don't sit up here. I'm not talking to you, Mayor. This is not a threat, Mayor. If you're gonna listen to these individuals
Mr. Thoreau, I'm going to ask you to get back to the motion about transparency with land purchases and sales.
The motion is germane to a commissioner making a motion, but yet she should want to get the facts straight.
She does.
Understand?
Very good.
Do not come into this house that Pat Larkins built and none of y'all wasn't there when we all built it and think you're going to come barking at the city council.
Very
because
good.
your bark don't move no way here.
Very good.
So, Mayor, to that, I will not sit here and keep taking this beating down on good people's name. If this body don't know the facts, you need to get the facts first. You need to get the facts first.
Which on the motion.
Because, Mayor, if you think I won't call the governor on some people, I will do so. Because I don't like when people play games.
Mr. Thrower, ladies and gentlemen, we cannot hear.
City manager, because you can't have your way with him, because you can't bully him to do what you don't want, what the law say that we are allowed to do. Is unacceptable, Mayor. And I'm telling you, those same individuals barking are mad because we can't pay her husband law fees.
Okay. Next speaker on the motion. The motion that was put forth by Commissioner Fessick.
Mayor,
Next speaker.
Can you reiterate the motion so that we can stay on track?
I think everybody knows what the motions are. It has nothing to do with the cemetery.
This all at the same meeting now. Same meeting. Meeting went to 7:44. You know. Now look, I don't have a dog in the fight with Westview Cemetery. I don't have family members buried at Westview Cemetery. I do understand the historic significance and the cultural significance to the community. I'm gonna say this too. That cemetery been looking at that for a long time.
Long time.
That cemetery ain't been looking like that for 3 years, for 4 years.
And I ain't never rode by and seen nobody cleaning up, doing what.
That cemetery been looking like that for a long time. So hey, I ain't got no dog in the fight. I hope they figure it out, whatever they're going to do. Apparently, we talking about $1.3 million.
You want to know something else? Even with them going through all of that, sorry to cut you off. No. They still ain't went out there. They still haven't went out there to make it better.
They're mad. I think, at this point, it's just about proving who's right and getting the board to be acknowledged as this is the board, this is the official board, because you really got two separate boards right now, and they fighting. So, but this is what happens in the community when it is not structure set in place in proper leadership. This is what happens, and I blame the leaders that's been in leadership for the past 15, 20 years. Any one of them, this all falls on them because we ain't do it. I ain't do it. And these the problems that you leave to the next generation because y'all can't get along. Y'all got beef with each other from high school and y'all 60 and 70 years old and still don't like each other. It's childish. It's real childish, and I honestly don't appreciate it, especially when we're supposed to be talking about getting to this money. And how our
that's
community
the part I want to talk about,
get
the
to
money,
it,
how we get to the money.
But this is when they do this. I'm telling you, all of this right here prevents us from talking about the money, and it makes you emotional. This stuff right here is to make you emotional. And I guarantee you, Step, you know, I read a lot of, I'm in school, but I read a lot of books around business and psychology with business and making deals. You are not supposed to enter into any business based on how you feel. If you emotional,
step back.
Step back.
Step back.
But matter of fact, if I'm the person you coming to do business with, I want you emotional because I know I'm gonna get over. I know I'm gonna get over on you if you emotional. You have sentimental value to this. I know I'm gonna get emotional. I know you gonna get emotional and I'm gonna get paid. That's how it go. So they continue to keep us in our feelings about stuff instead of us thinking about our bank accounts.
No, they got them in their feelings about that. That ain't even what we want to talk about.
Yeah, but these the people in leadership though.
Yeah,
they the one making the decision.
And that's why I'm still standing firm on I need my 80s and 70 babies.
Yeah, they
y'all
gotta
come
show
on
up.
this way because that ain't what we ain't arguing about.
They gotta show up. They gotta show up. Listen, Step, the wheel in motion, put that up. That wheel in motion. Because Lotus Mindset is in partnership with the City of Pompano Beach and Legacy Financial Firm. We about to do the wheel in motion and start doing some business series around financial literacy, getting people prepared for what's happening, for what's coming. And those dates, people need to sign up, register for the class, but we are gonna live stream it too. So if you don't come live, which if you we are pushing to make the classes fill. We want to fill the classes up. But let's say you're not able to make it because you're at work. You know, don't nobody be on social media more than people who at work.
At work.
So we go put it on. We go stream it live on our Facebook so that if you want to still participate and get the knowledge and get the information, we're eliminating all barriers for you to get the information and education you need to elevate your life, to uplift your life, because this community has everything they need. We got the creativity, we have the culture, we got the brains, and you said it earlier, we always had it, we just didn't have access to
and the resources.
So this is that opportunity, and it's in partnership with the city. And I'm all about giving credit where credit due. Let's put that credit up too, because the city is also putting on a workshop in partnership with Chase Bank to do a credit workshop, and that is something that we definitely need to understand, because if you understand your credit, listen,
understand how to build it.
Credit
is more important than any dollar.
Listen,
you gotta have some credit.
We are making sure the community have all their resources, everything you need. I don't want people to say, hey, well, I didn't know, or I don't have it, or I don't know. It ain't gonna be that you don't know, and it ain't gonna be that it ain't there. Just say you don't care.
Right.
That's it, because we want to make sure we get the information out there. Now, I also want to make sure you talk about something you got going up. I need you to put up Shakay, because you got something you finna kick off too.
Right. So in with that series that you guys are going to run, to make sure everybody is able to get that information, even if you don't make it to those meetings, I am also going to run a networking event after each series. So once for each series, the following Saturday, I'll send out invites, or it'll be public information. I'm going to run a networking event mixer, and I'm going to have different people out to talk. Now, what's the tea? Is going to be on October 11th. That's going to be the first networking event to kick off the Wheel of Economic series of what in coherence with Lotus Mindset and Legacy Financial. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to definitely kick those out, and I'm going to continue to upload and give out more information so we can be informed and join into this $2 billion.
$2 billion.
Johnny no longer has 5 apples. Johnny has $2 billion. So with this information, I need everybody who's connected to me, surrounded me. I need y'all to have y'all business plans together. Y'all figure out y'all LLCs, whatever it is that needs to be done, and how you can get what information you can get from this project, so we can move forward and we can make Exit 36 ours. Because they over there fighting about the yeah. So
I don't know what
we got a bigger fight. We have a $2 billion fight. Look, they already done got the $300,000. The money already spent. They didn't buy no grass out there. The goats are still out there. They didn't paint. It's still there. It's gone.
I ain't got nothing. This is.
That's
what
not
it
our
is.
fight. This is our fight. The $2 billion. That's our fight.
Yeah.
That's our fight.
You could roll that, because that's okay. So what's the T? Tell me how. I know what, like when people say what's the T, I know what we mean when we say what's the T. But what inspired what's the T?
Because right now, like, that's the T right now. Like, that's what everybody's talking about. Everybody's talking about who property getting took, or who property getting sold, or who's selling their property, or who this and who that. So what's the T? Let's talk about it.
So okay, let me ask you this: do you think the community? Do you think the community have a problem with people selling their properties?
They do.
Why?
Well, let me take that back. The community don't know these people selling their properties. The community thinks that they're getting their properties took. No. These people calling and they selling those properties, and then they getting all uproar. They getting a community uproar, thinking that, oh, their place got took, but no, they gone. They sold it. And honestly, some of these properties, if you think about it, when you look at some of these properties that are in question to be sold, or that are in question to whatever to do with what's going on, why not? Let's recreate the legacy. Let's recreate the generational wealth. If it's not beneficial to what it is, I understand. Let me go back. I think what it is a lot of people are scared of, they think that their legacy is going to be erased.
Okay, so they think their legacy is going to be erased
and replaced if they sell or is taken. They feel like it'll be erased. But to think about it, if you sell, use it and build another one. Just use that. Do what your ancestor did, or do what your family member did, and let's build a new one, and let's build a better one.
I think they only know. I think there's a generation that, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but
it's fine because I do it all the time.
Yeah. I think the generation before us only know to sell or keep it, but there are options. So I asked Nguyen, who's the CRA director. I asked Nguyen, I said, Nguyen, with the cemetery house they're talking about, I say, Nguyen, because I know that property, it's a single family lot. It is in the downtown overlay district, right? Which that means that this area is what's going to be part of the downtown project for development. They're looking to acquire land acquisition, this land. If I know that, okay, nothing that's on top of that land is more valuable than the land. So guess what? I said, well, knowing if I would have came to you, if I was over the CRA board, the cemetery board, and I say, knowing if I would have came to you and say, hey, I want to enter into a ground lease with the CRA and put this land in a community land trust, so that whatever residual income that comes in perpetuity always come back to the community.
Start over. No, for real. Look at the camera and tell it in the camera.
I asked Nguyen, I say, Nguyen, if I would have came to you, if I was over the board, I'm just asking this question, hypothetically, and I said, if I came to you and say, hey, I want to enter into a ground lease agreement with the CRA.
This is a gem getting dropped, a jewel.
A ground lease agreement. And let's say most ground lease agreements are 50, but 99 years. In perpetuity, that land trust, to put it in a land trust, a community land trust, meaning that land stays in the community, and whatever is on top of it, whatever generates revenue, whatever profit that comes from anything being on that land, that comes back into the community through that land trust. And make it irrevocable, meaning you can't take it away. There's nothing, it stays there. And he said, yeah, I would have did it, but that's not what came to me. And again, this is business. If you come to me and say you want to sell, yeah,
I buy it. You don't want nothing out of this. You just want to sell and get the money. Then what you going to do with the money?
And the thing is, now they sold it, but they're in litigation. So these lawyers going to eat
it up.
They going to eat that money, you know, instead of that coming together and deciding how to take what's left and make the cemetery better and build more around the history and legacy and culture. Yeah. But I mean, hey, look, that's me. I'm just saying
it's all about creating revenue.
I want to figure out how to always make money, but to mostly make it when I'm asleep. Because if I got to be doing stuff, I'm limited. If I got to be doing this, I'm only going to get so much done with my hands, my legs. It's only one of me. But if I'm making it while I'm asleep, that's where we talk wealth. That's when wealth is being talked about. It's money that's made in your sleep. And it's investments. It's understanding the language around investments and real estate in the ways that we have been, I have a red line and kept us out of generational wealth. It kept us out. And right now, financial literacy, the lack of financial literacy is what's keeping us out. Okay? So it's our responsibility. And we like you say, them 70s and 80s babies, it's our responsibility. We got to be the ones that do it. We have to be the ones that do it. So, Steph, you thought I was done about this meeting, huh? It was 7 hours.
It get more ghetto.
It get more ghetto. It get more ghetto. It get more ghetto. And I happen to be partial to ghetto activities. I like a little ghetto good time. It's good for me, you know.
I must say the good mayor has the patience of a Buddhist monk.
He be so stressed out.
I need him to be more firm, because literally it was 3 hours spent on audience to be heard. Guess how much of that time audience actually was heard? 30 minutes.
I knew it.
The rest of the time they up there having full on dissertations and thesis statements and monologues. Like, shut up. Like, really, can we get to the business at hand? It looks juvenile. It looks very childish. And the mayor, I've said it to him, when he came on, I said it to him, like, I don't think it's fair that you cut off, not him personally, but the policy you all set is that the audience can only speak for 30 minutes, but then y'all get up there for 3 hours talking about that, and we ain't even got to the business, and y'all sitting up there talking in circles.
Press charges are getting served.
I mean, what, really? Like the hypocrisy. And it's laughable, because you cannot expect something better from the community when you, as the leaders, you're the circus.
We was sitting around here laughing at Eric Mays. We got our own.
Look, we need an Eric Mays. I ain't gonna hold you. I like me some Eric Mays.
We got an Eric Mays coming. I told you, watch me work.
I like me some Eric Mays.
Watch me work. I got my personal Eric Mays.
I like me some Eric Mays. I'm sorry. We need that energy. God bless his spirit. Listen, Steph, the lady, I think she just obsessed with me.
Not again.
I think she is. There's a video say blight. So Commissioner Fezzik, I think she's obsessed with me, and I don't blame her. You know, I'm very interesting. You know, anybody who's depriving themselves of my company, I feel sorry for them. You know, because I've offered the opportunity to sit down and talk, to get to know her. You know, but she said something about me at the meeting. It's the blight video. And I was sitting like, you seen the picture of where I was sitting, like how close I was. I was sitting like right there. Like, cause I'm all up in it. I had to leave twice. I had to go pick up my son from school.
And you was able to leave, come
back?
I
was able to go leave twice. I had 2 errands to run. So I was able to leave, left. I went and got me some hummus and chips cause I was hungry. And then I came back.
Oh, you took a lunch break.
Yeah. We came back and they were still going on. So Step, we got this video. I need you to roll that clip.
I think remove this from your vocabulary. Blight's a loaded word. It also has a very bad history. But you have these parcels here where you have the land is worth more than anything on top of it. So these are your vacant parcels, or where you have like a dead Jiffy Lube or something like that. You have a lot more parcels. 56% of your downtown area is currently underperforming, and in Hollywood it's about 37%. Now, to be fair, that takes up a lot of that 37% right there. But when you look at what the CRAs own in both of these, you actually have a lot more of those parcels under your own control than they do. So you actually can move faster and do more things than what they can because you already control those parcels. So that's your opportunity as you go forward to start to thicken up.
All right, so look, that's a video y'all do need to see, and I'm gonna play it, but it's about blight and understanding what blight is. That's not the video that I wanted y'all to share. The video I wanted y'all to share is of our District 1 Commissioner. Step, roll that clip.
And the personal attacks also need to stop. This is ridiculous. The little foot soldiers we've got going on that are clearly in the know from the email threads, whatever message is being pushed, if it is somehow found out that our consultants are part of this, they need to be terminated, and I will hold you responsible for doing that. Back to something fun now, because it's time for that. I want to congratulate one of our consultants for her new house that she did purchase with her sister, and so even though I questioned how we were selling city property, I want to congratulate her because being a homeowner is exciting, and I know that she has worked her butt off for the city, whether she agrees with me or not, or whether we see eye to eye or not. But I would like to congratulate her on her new home. So, Ms. Peterson. So, you know, like I said, I'm not always negative. I can be positive too, but I am going to say that the narrative needs to stop in a negative fashion. I had the absolute.
All right.
I'm ready to go. Because that ain't even have nothing to do with the meeting.
It shouldn't have, but she did this during her report. And because she did this during her report, I got to address it. And the reason I have to address it is because first, I told you where I was sitting. Right there in the front. I showed y'all see the picture based on where I was standing. I'm sitting right there. Okay. The disingenuous of it all. To say you congratulate, but you got questions. How you gonna congratulate somebody and in the same sentence say you got questions? So since you got questions, Commissioner, is it right? Can you
come down some?
Since you got questions,
I
got answers. And Commissioner, this is for you. I've listened. You see the money signs, the 3D money signs I have up on there, the exit 36. Come on the podcast, Commissioner. You got questions, I got answers. And I really, really, really would like for you to get to know me. Because you don't, which is why you keep coming from me. It's why you keep coming from me. The narratives and everything. I don't have a narrative. What I have is a story, a real story. Matter of fact, there's some pictures and video of Perkins District. Let me explain to you, and not just to you, Commissioner Fezzik, and to this dais, because a lot of them don't know me, to the community. The pandemic came. When the pandemic came, I lost everything. I lost everything. And ended up having to move on 7th Avenue. You know what 7th Avenue at? Right there behind the health department. Snapples right there. Okay? This is how the conditions I lived in 2022-23. This was my front yard. Okay? That's my house right there. Where I was staying. Okay? I had to put blankets down because the water was coming in my house. Listen, this was when it rained. This wasn't no hurricane.
Yeah, because
this wasn't no hurricane. This was rain. Okay? So this is where I was at, lost everything. I needed somewhere to go. Guess what? How much that rent was there? $1,700. $1,700. That's where I was staying. And while I was staying there, I got some pictures too, Step, of what, I told myself when I moved there, my mom came and helped me get moved. My mom actually told me she lived in the one next door to me when my sister was born. My sister and I are 2 years apart. When I moved there, my son was 2 years old.
That's regular rain?
That's just rain.
Like what just happened today?
Today, that's how that would have been. Okay? So the fact that my mom told me she lived in the one that was next door to me when my sister was born. My sister and I are 2 years apart. That means I was 2 years old. My son was 2 years old when I moved there. That was a cycle I saw. I saw a cycle of poverty, of slum, of blight. And I made up in my mind that was going to end with me. It wasn't going to happen no more in my bloodline. Okay? I'm saying this because every time it is brought up as if there is a narrative that I'm trying to paint. This was 2022, October 2022 up to April 2023. When I left there, I was in the hotel for 3 months, me and my kids. Homeless. So this sitting in a mansion on the beach, sitting with all the securities of being a white woman in America with money, and continuously to target me, to come at me for elevating myself, for uplifting and wanting better for my child by any means necessary. And I don't care who you are. I don't care if you black, white, green, blue. If you standing in the way of me making things better for myself and my children, then we got a problem. You against me. I feel bad for you that you against me. Because this is what I've seen. This is what my kids saw. My children seen. For 6 months.
You know, my apartments used to do that. Well, where I used to live, because I moved out. I left. Because I have a grandson that I didn't want.
To see that? You didn't want him to see that. I understand that. I took pictures too. Now, what I did do too, I started taking pictures from a 2-year-old perspective. And Steph, I think I sent you another file, an Exit 36 file. I shared it with you. But I started taking pictures from a 2-year-old perspective because that was the last time I was in that space. And my son was 2 years old. Let me tell you, people who sit in this city and continuously put up roadblocks from people who come from where we come from, and then try to act like they are our allies. It is disingenuous. It is completely pandering, and you don't care. You don't care. And now, guess what? We can't legislate how you feel. I don't need you to care. I just need you to show me how much money we getting. That's it. That's all we need to talk about. And the fact that you brought up my house as if to congratulate, but then to say you got questions, come on the podcast. I've been trying to talk to you. And then you didn't even look at me. When you said it, you looked over to the commissioner.
With a little grin.
I know shade when I see it. And you continue. This is the problem for me. You the adult in the room, on the dais. And you looking down and you keep coming for me. As a commissioner who now just asked for a whole new policy to be set to protect you
from getting
served. To protect another layer of protection put in place. When I lived over there, Shakay, I could tell you some stories in 6 months of what I seen while I was there.
I can imagine.
2 little girls banging on my door, and on the door I had to open my door with my gun to go out to see that they looking for their mama who is looking for some drugs. They crying, looking for their mama. Now this our community now. I love my community. But the problems we got aren't being fixed up there on that dais. Because y'all ain't even talking about what y'all talking about. You too busy trying to make people know I got a house, baby. I posted that video on TikTok about my house, and I got 158,000 followers. Trust me, people know I got a house. You're trying to make something be something that's not something, instead of you making people understand why you want to take money from a community that is already lacking because you want to fix roads in your community. That's first world problems, and these second and third world problems over here. That's what that is. Now I'm gonna say this: if you're talking about my house, how about I'm gonna have a housewarming? How about you come, bring a gift?
Tell her you registered.
I'm on Amazon registered. Bring a gift, okay? Don't, because your congratulations does nothing for me when it's not genuine. You got questions, so come on the podcast. Stop hiding behind social media, because she gonna be posting in a minute. She's the social media influencer. I thought I was an influencer. She is. So hey, this is where we are. Again, I want to make sure you know this is for you. I'm gonna go Poppy. Come on the podcast. Let's have an adult conversation. And look, I'm willing to talk to anybody about anything. But what you're not gonna do is throw shade and think I ain't gonna come sit under that tree. It's hot. I need a little shade. Come, you throwing it. I'm gonna come sit right under your tree, since that's what it. Then I'm sitting right there. I know somebody's scary when I see them. I know it. You know. You grew up in. Lady wouldn't come over into this community without a police. She wouldn't last 30 minutes on my street. 30 minutes she wouldn't last over there.
The amount of clutching of pearls.
What?
And don't nobody even want you, man. No people even want
we could listen. We could change places right now. I guarantee you would choose a way out. You would choose a way out in my community. Let's change. We should. I'm gonna put it. I think we should do that. Let's change. You know they got that show where they change swap lives. You take my life for the weekend and I'll take yours. Come for the weekend, because I want you to see what pop off over there on the weekend. I want you to come and see what it's like. I mean, the invitation is there. The invitation is there. Let's get to some support. Let's get to some support. Because, Shakay, did you know I do poetry?
Yes, I did.
You do?
Yes, I did.
It's a love of mine. Like, I really wish I could do it more. I really do.
What's stopping
you? Business.
Okay.
Got to handle some business right now. So, but I got a spoken word project. And then Small Towns Needs Poetry too. It's my 10-year anniversary. It's my 10-year anniversary. So I am doing an exclusive premiere of an episode from the documentary of what I've been doing over the past 10 years with Small Towns Needs Poetry too throughout the state. Because I don't just do stuff in Pompano. I'm doing stuff in small towns throughout the state. Like, we travel and do this. I'm putting on a little vibe, a little nice little vibe for the community. It's free.
I already registered.
Free entry to come. I like free. I like free. Give me 2 when it's free. I want y'all to come out and get a little vibe of the poetry. See what the vibe is, because especially now we getting up in AC. I've never been a club type person. Like, I've never been like club. Like, I like lounges. I like spoken word vibes. I like stuff like that. But clubs, I'm an empath, so I feel what people feel, and when I get around a bunch of people, it drains me. I don't like. Now, don't get me wrong. Every now and then, I'm good for a good hood time. A good hood time. Every now and then, but it's not an every weekend thing. So I can't do it every weekend. You know, so. We're doing this at the Allied Cultural Center. The Hive Black Box Theater grand opening is this Saturday at 11 o'clock. Y'all come out. Go see what the community, you see the mural that they put in.
I've seen it.
It's nice, ain't it?
Right.
Yeah. So listen, they building up. Progress. Soul Power. Listen, y'all scan this and go purchase my project. Now look, y'all, you remember how they used to you used to buy CDs out of people's trunk in the back of the day? That's how they sold their music and stuff. And then now, like, look, streaming is not the way for artists to put themselves out there to make money. I'm not trying to be famous. I'm trying to be wealthy. Like, I'd rather be wealthy and you not know who I am. I'd rather, okay? So this is a platform where you can go on and you can pay what you want. You can pay what you want. People have paid $10. People have paid $50 for it. Scan it. Go on. Support, because I used to be able to pay him with Sunday dinner. I can't pay him with Sunday dinner no more. You know, I can't pay him with Sunday dinner no more. You know, got to keep the lights on, got to keep the show moving. You know, and we need the support. So if you are even if you're not in the spoken word, you listen, you don't know what you like till you like it. Okay, you got to get exposed to it. Scan it. Go get some support. When is the next meeting, y'all? When is the next meeting? The next meeting. Tuesday. September 16th. September 16th.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Put it in your calendars.
Put it in your calendars.
Write it down.
Write it down.
Take a picture.
Take a picture.
Be there.
Be there.
Show up.
Show up.
We need y'all.
We need y'all.
Johnny has now $2 billion.
Johnny has $2 billion.
No more apples.
No more apples.
No more apples.
No more apples.
I just told y'all we no longer have the apples. She want the apples. We got $2 billion.
Two. Okay.
Uh-oh.
What's the T?
Whoa.
Y'all keep.
Whoa.
Make sure y'all keep this date.
Shout out to my graphic designer.
Who's your graphic designer?
Kayla J Graphics. Y'all make sure y'all.
I need her to do our graphics.
Shout out to my
That's
graphic
nice. I
designer.
I like that.
Look at that. Watch me get the tea. No, get into it. Look what the teapot say.
The hat. Yeah, let's go.
Get into. Shout out to the graphic designer. Y'all be sure to follow the graphic designer. It's Kayla J Graphics with the X.
Okay, so tell her. Go ahead and tell her she can do my graphics from now on, because I normally do my own graphics. So
there you go. Tell her.
Look,
She probably got the TV on in the living room.
Can you let me know? Well, you know, I'm finna go ahead and follow you. I want to know what your prices are. I need a graphic designer. Okay,
hey, I like it. I keep looking at it.
It's dope.
It's
no,
dope.
It's dope as hell. Like I need one for the podcast. I need one. So yeah, go ahead. Send me your prices.
I like that.
Listen, we got a great show in the books. Shakay popped up on me. I said, I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know if I was going to do it. And she was like, you want me to come back? I'm like, you know what? Come on back, Shakay. Come on back. And I think, you know, so much of what you brought from that with you and your mom and everything, like it was fresh eyes, new perspective. And it's connection. It's collaboration. And that's what's needed. That's what's needed. So I appreciate you for coming back and vibing with us.
I told you, use me.
I am.
Use
Look,
me, baby.
I want to make sure I'm useful. I don't have no problem with people using me. That means I'm useful. It's when they become useless. That we got a problem. Okay? All right, y'all. Listen, this is the Bottom Up Podcast. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. We got Shakay, the hack pop-up guest today. Small Towns Needs Poetry 2. We on our 10-year anniversary. September 13th, the Hive is opening. And we are the closing act at 6 o'clock.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we putting on the show. It was a vibe. It's free. Y'all come on now. Free. Look, what else you want me to do? Free.
It's free.
It's free. All right, Steph, do we got something to go out with? I put a bunch of stuff in there, but you can I think you can make it happen. I think you can make it happen.
What my favorite at?
Your favorite?
That classic we made.
It's in the other file, other folder. It's in the other folder. Hold on, let me see if I can you go find it. In the meantime, between time next Tuesday, 6 o'clock, City Commission Chambers, it's the CRA budget meeting.
Hey.
It's they talking about money. That's when you should show up, when they start talking about the budget. Because yeah, the budget. Not only that, I want to make sure y'all know that following Tuesday is the 6 p.m. commission meeting. So these meetings are happening, people. You got to get involved.
Let's be there. All
right. Look, we about to go on and take it on in. Have us a good time. We're finna go to the Throwback Thursday. Throwback Thursday. All right, Steph.
Look, I came with my hat on. I wasn't even ready. I knew I was coming here 12 o'clock.
You cute. You good.
Okay.
You good. Steph, roll the clip.
Say her lips. Brianna Taylor. Move it out the way. Say what you gotta say.
Attractions are what brought us together. They are the gloss in his eyes as he turns to walk away. I see the sun in him. They shine a magnetic glow around his melanin, angelic in his presence. The sweet, smooth texture of his skin is like chocolate gelato ice cream on the inside. When he gives this ass a slap, he is more than a sunny day on a rainy season. He is the reason for this poem. You see, he is everything I adore in a man. He is hardworking and humble, yet mighty in the presence of vultures. He is my culture's pride. He is the black man, and oh, how I love them. I love the tenacious strength in you. Thoroughbred. Yes, that's you. You are the truth in every race. You win within the white lines of blurred vision. Your mission is never to blend in, but even if you did, you make beautiful babies. Maybe that's why they hate you, because you make them look better. I love me some him and him. And yes, even him, I love them like God loves me unconditionally. We be meant to be kings and queens, ruler of many nations. And oh, how I love these Haitian poppies, these lovely African features, high cheekbone, full lips, broad shoulders to hold her. They like their women grit stick. I admit, there is something about these island men. buried deep within their skin. And if you get beneath the skin, deep within the blood, diamonds lay resting at the core of them, these black men. Oh, how I love them. I love the way you walk into a room with no space and make space seem to be your playground. Around and around we go around the world. There's no other on planet Earth that's as rich as the dirt from which you come from. A long line of powerful kings. Things you do are always unheard of. You are the Michael Jordans of the game. 23 could be synonymous with all your names. You are always great, even when you fake. You still Tiger Woods. When I think of love, I think of the war being over. Weapons of mass destruction finally being destroyed, one machine at a time. Because you are the one, Trinity, be my infinity. Never let me go far beyond the flesh that holds us. Let's encode our code into the cheat code. We so encrypted the way we slip in and out of spaces without folks knowing our IP address. Hell, we're intellectual property. With the patent and the copyright, we so right that we could be white, labeled, franchise. Hell, baby, we're brand new to this side of love, that free love, that you're not my property, I don't own you type, cause I'm honored to know you, to be in your presence is a gift, because you don't owe me anything, and I don't owe you either, but I thank you for your time. I really want you to be my person.
Foxes and moles and birds and nests.